Start
Your
recording.
File may be
Good luck,
failed.
everyone. I will be off mic for a minute.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. We have been left alone, abandoned, unsupervised. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
Da-da-da-dum. Let's go over here.
I am back,
Oh, are you now?
if anyone
See,
cares.
that didn't take very long. Oh, we care deeply. My computer's not liking that file either. It says it is too large.
That is that's a danger noodle in the chat. I just want to point that out.
But it's so cute.
It is cute.
Look at its little puppy mouth.
Okay, but what if I do this?
How dare you mimic
Okay.
my screensaver song?
But Dallas, imitation is the best form of flattery.
I think that's why I always hum that song. I think that's just set as my default screensaver in my brain.
In your brain?
In my brain.
I just really like that song.
Okay, what are these property files? How big is this file? Oh, it's 16 megabytes. That's why.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do ya.
I can upload the file for you if that would be helpful.
Oh yes, please go ahead.
I told it to
is
do the
not
thing. We will
working.
see if it actually does the thing. I'm also going to pull this over here so that the audience can't see it.
Plot.
Ah. Oh, who's kitty cat?
Yeah, who meowed?
It's
Oh my gosh.
Pippin.
Hi, Pippin.
He wants in the room. My door is like 10 feet from me, and that's him on the other side of the door.
Why is everything Roll20 taking absolutely forever?
It's laggy as hell for me too. I don't know what's up.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
I'm
fine.
apologizing for the internet. Even though it has nothing to do with me at this point in time. I'm sorry.
Well,
for
we
your
may
struggles.
have to do our boat upgrade next week then.
Okay, I will replace the boat.
I have it. It's here.
What? It's
Boom.
there.
Yeah. Sorry, I am also
What?
eating a banana.
How dare you?
There, a banana. Okay. This is why we, even though we haven't read it yet, why we have our disclaimer. We are clearly not professionals.
Okay, it is in that empty map. It is on the map layer. I'm going to rejoin as a player so that I do not abuse this power you have given me.
Wait,
I
wait.
would just like
Why is it in the empty map?
I would just like Twitch and the Discord chat to know that I have Panera.
Excellent.
Good.
If you don't want it on the empty map, go to the map layer on the empty map, click on it, right click, say copy, and then paste it where you do want it.
Yes, yes. But to quote a dear friend of mine, you want me to work? What? Okay. Okay, I'm hoping that buffers. Because that's looking scary.
It's looking sketch.
That's just a bunch of little Lego blocks.
It should sharpen out. Something. Oh, that'll buff out.
Come on, little guy. You can do
Meanwhile,
it.
let me post just more nonsense art that our characters Amy should definitely roleplay.
I'm curious to know the rationale on some of these. Cookie I get. Cookie I 100% understand.
It's doing better. It's doing better.
The question
It's
is she the
gonna-
unicorn or the blonde?
Both?
Vote.
Both is good.
I think this one's my favorite.
This is very
That is a keyboard on that character's back in my head canon.
Why not a guitar?
I was gonna
It could
say
be a
guitar.
It could be a guitar. I would allow that.
Good, good, good. Oh,
Not even a
finally,
bar.
we've connected.
Has a guitar.
Thank you for your patience. We'll have a boat soon.
Standing by.
I was gonna say, constructing boat. Please stand by.
Yes.
Hold,
It is a
please.
good boat.
Thank you to all our viewers who are
Customer
being patient
service
with
will
us.
be with you in 1 to 2 centuries.
Your boat will be arriving shortly. Thank you for your cooperation.
Wow! Thanks, Pepin. Appreciate that. Big breach.
Here's another one of the random pieces of art I have collected that I think would be a great PC.
That would be a great PC. Hot damn.
Just there you go.
Just
Cleric
chef's
of
kiss.
Juice, maybe? So you can throw that shield around?
Yes.
Electricity? Yeah.
Sun
Okay.
paladin. Throw the shield like a frisbee.
I got a new desk this week, and Atticus has decided that it is his new favorite place to sit. So he is currently sitting on my mouse pad.
I need a picture.
Husband, can you grab a photo for me?
Please. It is relevant to my interest, which
I
includes
have needs.
Can you send it to me, darling, so I can thank you?
Your husband is the best.
Oh, you sent it to
MVP.
me on. Are you sending it to me not through Snapchat, or is it only through Snapchat? Okay.
That paladin, Dallas,
We know how good I am with Snapchat. The
Which
answer is
paladin?
I'm not.
the one with the sun shield.
Aha.
I have to ask,
Mm-hmm.
are they aware that their shield is the size of a dinner plate? And when they finished Holy Voya school, they gave him a giant trash can lid? Does everyone get the giant trash can lid?
Put it in live stream discussions. There you go, Karina.
Here's another paladin option.
My heart is full of cat.
That is a good cat.
That is a
Is
good paladin.
10 out of 10, best cat.
Oh, baby, so fluffy. Dallas appreciated a cat so hard he left the chat.
Dallas has been kicked
Am
from
I
the
not
chat.
here?
You're back
No,
now.
You're back now.
Oh, I said 10 out of 10, best cat.
Hello.
Yeah, and then you were gone.
And then I was gone. It's very sad.
Well, you should all now have a boat. And Broseph.
What? I'm not there, am I?
I think
Oh,
Broseph
Broseph.
surfing
No,
is
we've left
perfectly
him.
apropos, and B6 is goggle-eyeing him.
Or I guess I don't know. It just depends on.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just.
I was wondering how long it would take you to notice because you kept moving him, and then I would move him on erosion because I was like, technically, I don't think he's there because you guys left without him. So
No, you were
Okay.
surfing alongside the boat.
Surfing alongside the boat.
Okay. Is anyone else who's in the chat also in the Twitch chat?
I am.
I am.
We are not getting this boat stuck in a canal.
Oh, yeah. No.
I mean, we could.
Don't
I saw a
trust
news
the
article
shipping
today.
vessel.
Are you kidding?
Saw a news article today that was a bunch of kids' responses to like how to solve the problem.
Nice.
One
Oh,
of them
they're
was from a
so good.
One of them was from a 15-year-old, and I was just like, "That's just a supervillain origin story. I see you with that."
Is it
'Cause
the one who said that they should develop psychic powers?
Yes, and then they were like, "I cannot think of a way that would backfire." I was like, "I see you with your cheeky supervillain backstory."
You know. Oh, very good.
Oh gosh.
Did you
Also-
see that?
Well-
Did you see that a truck with one of those ships' crates on it blocked a highway?
Yes.
The curse. Best.
So, good evening, everyone.
At long last.
Starting a little late tonight, but we had a boat to build. This is just your friendly reminder that while we are proud of our product, we must admit none of us are actually in a professional recording studio. We are recording on a myriad of devices and internet qualities. Please give us patience if there are technical difficulties and or interruptions from pets and toddlers. We love all of you and hope you enjoy the show. First, let's introduce ourselves in the order we see in our Discord chat. Go ahead and tell us your name, your character name, and our question for tonight. Please describe your character's friendship starter kit. List a few items as essential components of getting to know you.
So, I am Alex. I have already forgotten the first half of what I was supposed to reply with or respond with, but Colin's friendship starter kit is obviously a candied apple because predictable. It is Nutmeg, his adorable cat that has gotten left behind, I think. And no, wait, Nutmeg came with. And finally, and most importantly, a book, a good book.
Excellent. My name is Anna. I am one of the DMs, co-DMs on this stream, and I'm going to answer for a new NPC our characters are going to meet tonight. And this character, well, they enjoy reading poetry, fruit salad, and drawing with charcoal.
Hello, my name is Dallas MacArthur. I am also one of the usual co-DMs here, but tonight I will be playing B658. And the way I understand the question, if B6 was trying to be friends with you, they would probably forge you something and ask you not inconspicuously to drink something they just brewed.
Hi, I'm Melanie. I will be playing Suri tonight, and if Suri wanted to be friends with you, she would give you shortbread cookies, Earl Grey tea, and probably a friendship bracelet.
So wholesome. Hi, I'm Amy. I'm going to be playing Sheba. And if you wanted to strike up a friendship with Sheba, you would want to have a soft, fluffy, but sturdy blanket for sunshiny picnics and also naps. You'd want to give her some bagels and lox. And I never actually thought of a third thing. She's a simple woman.
Hello, I am Star, or Karina. I will be playing Chad Broseph Huntington. Rosef's friendship starter kit consists exclusively of a willingness or desire on the part of the other person to be friends with him.
That is very wholesome.
You guys are the Cuddle Vagabonds.
Aw,
So-
shucks.
Aww. So, a word about the game tonight. In completing the job the Cuddle Vagabonds accepted from Voak, our adventurers discovered one of the kittens in the crate they were sent to smuggle was actually not a kitten, but a kidnapped kid. They surrendered the kittens to Voak, minus Naijo, with Jarvan's seal of approval, trusted Voak to get them out of town quickly. A dragonborn identifying himself as Jakori arrived at the docks in a ship ready to sail. The group set off on a new mission to get Naijo home. And so, our adventure begins on a ship heading to a new land of Kutasa. What you guys doing?
I think Colin might be rolling a Constitution saving throw to avoid getting seasick.
That's
You're
totally
more than welcome to.
valid.
An 11, you are having trouble holding down whatever you ate at Susan's Inn, but you are managing it barely.
Yeah, then Colin is that and sitting with Nutmeg and just giving Nutmeg pets, but not enough salami.
Hmm. If Colin looks sick, B6 will be offering a potion.
Where can Sheba go to avoid as much sea spray as possible?
Well, if you'd like to stay on deck, then you're welcome to look around there. But besides, cuddling up next to this wall, or hiding in one of the boats, you've got an even chance of getting sprayed. You'd have to go below deck to be enclosed.
Okay. She's going to hide in one of the boats so she can be sunbathing, but hopefully not be wet.
Excellent.
Most excellent.
Someone in the chat said crow's nest. You're very right. I'm gonna stay in my boat for now.
The crow's nest does also provide the compulsion for height.
Right, but Sheba's been around long enough to know that the climbing up a tree is much easier than the climbing back down.
What? Nah, you're a cleric. Dex is totally one of your highest stats, right?
It's
As a
actually not
tabaxi,
that
it
bad.
can't be too bad. I was gonna say, as a tabaxi, it can't be too bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Cat, she's a kitty cat.
Is kit. Colin, do you accept the offered potion?
Sure.
Do you drink the offered potion?
I'll be perfectly honest, I missed the offered potion in the first place, but not only do I take it, I do drink it.
Okay, excellent. You have +1 AC for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
It is a potion of resilience. And B6 seems very pleased with themselves.
Very good. What about you, Suri? What are you up to?
Just chilling out.
Fabulous. Spider investigating anything in particular today?
Spider is probably spending most of their time trying to not fall off the ship while also trying to count all of the munitions.
Oh,
That's the best.
excellent. Well, to count that, you'd need an investigation roll.
Investigation, you say?
Hmm?
Let me move my book out of my rolling tray. That's not a promising number on the die. 12.
Okay. You can tell that there are at least 8 cannonballs accounted for each cannon, but you would wager that there are more stored throughout the ship.
Cool.
Jiba, Voak is going to approach you.
I had expected
The
this.
audacity.
The audacity.
He knocks on the side of the boat.
Just the ears pop up over the side, and then the rest of the head. Yes?
You are more comfortable, yes?
In this boat? Yeah.
Good. So, do you need anything? Yes? Need, food or water or...
Shudder at
Sustenance?
water.
No water, no water, unless just for drinking, not for swimming, no.
Yeah, you're right. No, I think I'm good. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm just gonna wait till we hit dry land. You know.
Sure. If you need anything, Voak is happy to help, yes?
Yeah, I'll be sure to ask you.
And Voak will skitter away. After I finish accidentally resizing his temple.
He's just a rectangle. It's good for him.
It's a good look.
He did a big stretchy.
Taking his cue from the
All of
local
the
cat.
trees.
I do have a very important question.
Is
Is Broseph actually in sight behind the ship?
I would imagine so.
how close you staying to the ship, Broseph?
You know those movie scenes, like in Back to the Future, where they're on like a skateboard and they like grab on to the side of whatever vehicle so that they can skate alongside?
Mm-hmm.
That's essentially what Broseph is doing, where he's just surfing the wake of the ship in the direction the ship is going.
That's good, because what I was picturing was, those like inflatable things that people attach to the back of motorboats.
Yeah, the tubes, inflatable tubes. Yeah, no, his what you usually see as his tower shield is currently being stood on as he is surfing the wake of the ship.
Excellent.
Yep. Most excellent, you might say.
Maybe.
B6 is looking very, very seriously at their sketchbook and working furiously.
Fair. It's not a
Broseph, go
skill.
ahead. Go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics check for me, please.
Absolutely. 23.
Excellent. You, of course, are a master of the ocean and look spectacular at your performance.
Man, these waves are I was gonna say most excellent. They're gnarly. Pretty gnarly waves.
Totally tubular, dude.
Far out, even.
Let's smack the lip mine.
Also, Broseph is on the lookout for any impending unsafeness on the ocean, since this is his resident, what's what I'm looking for, terrain?
He's
Excellent.
Almost sounds like a ranger thing.
yeah.
Yeah. go ahead and roll either history or perception, and you'll get different information on what
Pretty
you're
sure
rolling.
we're not trained in history, so we're just looking around with our perception here. No, wait, that's persuasion. Sorry, where's perception? 8.
Excellent. The
So
waves
many
are
things.
crashing around you, and you can feel the salt and the sun, and you are just captivated in this experience
Can
after
B6
spending several
assist to
days
give
at that
Broseph
festival.
advantage? Can B6 assist to give Broseph advantage?
How exactly are you assisting?
I am, of course, sketching this beautiful scene
That,
in the notebook.
And how is that helping Broseph perceive from like
Confidence
40 feet
boost.
behind the,
don't think, I'm sure he can't see you doing that, nor is he paying any attention to you doing that. With an 8
Rude.
perception, he doesn't see you doing this.
I would dearly love for you to help Broseph. I'm just very interested in
It was
how.
the only thing I had. That was it. That was all.
They're sending out good vibes. How dare you?
B6 points at something on the horizon that he saw. Oh man.
What is B6's perception? It's not great, gang.
Sheba's is great, but she is keeping her head down. Good
Well,
luck.
Hey, I said Joseph has a +4, guys. I just rolled a 4, okay? I rolled like an 18 on his acrobatics check, and so it's fair. Fair's fair. He's enjoying the waves right now.
It's a
Can't be
balanced
bothered.
die, alright?
Right. Can't be
The-
bothered right now.
I will point out that B6 does have a proficiency in artist tools, so the sketch is probably pretty lit.
Oh yeah, if roll performance for that amazing sketch.
Performance?
Isn't
If it's a tool, it's just a proficiency check with his
Yeah.
tools, but
Okay.
he's proficient in
I am
them.
proficient in artist tools.
Yeah.
So that is a 12.
yeah. So drawing something in motion is very difficult, but you're doing it.
Very obsessed with said task. Does not notice anything else.
So pleased.
Hey, DM?
Hmm?
Can I ask? Colin is going to notice this individual who's hanging out with our new friend, who is a small caddo, and Colin would like to know a little bit more about who he is seeing here and the vibe he gets from them.
Vibe check, insight.
That's a 14.
Excellent. So this person looks very comfortable on the ship. You could assume they're some kind of member of the crew, and they appear to be giving all of the pets to this kitten. And even though Naijo has kind of protested to being treated like a cat, before he's quite content in this person's lap. And so she kind of sees you looking over and says, "Hey kid, how you doing?"
I haven't been on a boat before. It's a little disorienting.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Anything I can do to help?
Sorry. I think I'll just have to get used to it. I'm just glad Nutmeg isn't sick.
Nutmeg, you brought some spices?
Colin will hold up his cat. who he has been petting this whole time.
Oh. Well, yeah. It's good. I'm glad your cat isn't sick. Yeah, you'll probably just take a few days. You'll get your sea legs and you'll be fine.
Okay.
She just quietly goes back to petting the cat.
Colin will do the same.
Is
Boak will
the
approach Surrey. Yes, go ahead.
is the lemur just hanging out with Surrey?
Has sat down and is staring up at you.
She'll pick the lemur up. Why not?
Lemur is picked up and climbs on your head.
That's fine. She'll offer the lemur food from her pack.
It will gobble down the food and nuzzle. Boak will approach the steps and knock on the side of the deck.
Surrey is probably distracted by the lemur on her head.
That's a phrase I didn't think I'd hear in D&D today.
Um, 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 but Boak is here, yes?
Yes?
Do you need anything, yes?
No, I'm quite enjoying just watching the water. Thank you, though.
Of course. Ship is new to captain and crew, and we will learn things as well. If you need anything, we will find it, yes. Just let us know, yes.
What vibe is she getting off of Voak when he says that it's a new ship?
Insight check. For vibey vibes.
That's a 22.
He does not mean that they bought it at a store.
Of course not. Why would they have? She's not going to say anything, but she'll just kind of nod and say, new.
Yes, new. Must get new ship if old one burns down. Yes. Most unfortunate.
Sounds that way. That's quite the shame.
Yes, well. Ship will be under better captain now. Great captain. He will turn to walk down the steps. Hope you are all right. Being at sea can be unsettling for some.
Disgruntled tail flicking from within the lifeboat.
Colin's gonna get up and gently drape Nutmeg over one shoulder, and come over to this edge of the lifeboats and poke his head over and Sheba.
Oh, hey, Colin.
Hi, Miss Sheba. Would you be more comfortable sunbathing below decks? I think Nutmeg would.
Oh, there's no sun down there, so you see my conundrum.
Well, I can carry some.
The sun?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know what? Like, I can conjure some light too, but it's not quite the same.
This felt very much like it was the sun when we tried it before.
I mean, thanks, kid, but I'll be alright. I'm just gonna stay here and try to get used to it. And hey, if something bad happens, I'm already in a lifeboat, right?
Hashtag logic.
You are not wrong.
All right. Meg and I are going to go below decks then.
Okay. Have fun. If you find any dried fish, you let me know, alright?
I will try to save some for you, and he will look nervously at Nutmeg.
Don't be a hog, Nutmeg.
My internet broke for a second, but I have returned. Last thing I heard was the discussion about the light being like the sun or insufficient.
That was about it.
That was about
All
it.
right. Excellent.
And Colin promised to keep Nutmeg from eating all of the salt or dried fish if he found any.
Good, good.
And Colin's going to take the drift globe out and start going down below decks.
Okay. As you start going below deck, Colin and Sheba make a perception check.
15.
I think also 16.
Okay. Then, you both start to hear music.
Coming
Do
from Dex?
Coming from below deck.
Do I recognize this?
No.
I am
So
going to
the
go
thing
below
is-
decks and investigate.
So the thing is, you all should be able to hear it in roll 20 if you
Yeah.
have the volume. Can you?
Yep.
Fabulous. So now I will try to reveal the next area of the deck. Here we go.
Yeah, Sheba's actually intrigued by this. She will also gingerly make her way down the steps.
And at this time, anyone else, as Colin and Sheba head downstairs, you all can hear this music as well.
Seeing Sheba come down the stairs, I activate the drift globe.
Does it feel like a good approximation of sunshine?
I mean, it is the daylight spell, so I presume so. If it's good enough to kill vampires, it should be good enough to sunbathe in.
That's fair.
Yes, it should feel like delightful sunshine. So, you both have made it below deck.
Colin
and
is.
it is easy. Go ahead.
Colin is following the music.
Yeah, same with Sheba.
I am skeptical that B6 heard the music because I rolled an 8 perception.
Excellent.
Besides,
is
I don't think
coming
Broseph
directly
has done
below you,
well, though.
Yeah, with Sheba and Colin coming downstairs, they've opened a hatch, and so the music would be audible to the entire ship. Colin, you approach the back of a tiefling playing some kind of instrument.
Hello.
Music stops. Oh, hello? Hello?
Oh, well, don't quit playing on our account.
Does
Well,
Colin recognize? Does Colin recognize this
Yes.
person?
You absolutely recognize the tiefling that you have met a couple of times, Voshin.
Colin tackle hugs him.
Oh, well, nice to see you again, too. And after the tackle hugging is done, Voshin will right himself and say, "Look, I did have to find you, though." And he takes out the bag of 100 gold coins. Says, "This is, I don't think I can accept this. I appreciate the generosity, but this is far too much." And it attempts to give back the gold that you had sent him.
Colin does not take it, and a blush spreads across his face, and just says, "I want you to have it. It even if you don't spend it all right away, you can have it if you need it. And that's important to me."
Colin, this is more gold than I've seen in my entire life. I have no idea what I would spend this on.
I know, me neither. But I really like you, Voshin, and I want you to have nice things. So if I can give you a little bit of the money I make, that would make me happy.
Oh, um, and Voshin will put the coin purse back and notice Sheba and the spider over here and say, "Oh, hello there.
Oh, I just heard you playing. Am I interrupting something? She has got the biggest, like, shit-eating older sister grin.
My name is Voshin. Pleasure." And he will just kind of walk around and go for a very proper handshake.
You receive a proper handshake in return.
And who are you, little creature? He will kneel down and try to handshake Spider.
Spider returns the handshake and just makes a noise.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, I don't speak that language, but pleasure to meet you as well. Eleanor, are these your friends?
Uh-huh. Well, Spider is one of my friend's pets, but yes,
Spider
Sheba
looks
is a very good friend of
indignant.
mine. Nutmeg will start attempting to snuggle Spider.
Rolls dice to see what Spider does. Spider is not a fan of that and is now on Sheba's head.
Oh, that's all right then,
There's
little
a
guy.
lot of
Okay.
animals on people's heads.
No, I don't have my phone on me, but I have a doodle of a lemur on top of Surrey in my notes. So.
Excellent. As you should.
So, with all of this interaction going on below deck, what's going on above deck?
Suri is just hanging with the lemur, kind of just watching what's going on ahead of the ship.
Excellent. Broseph still surfing?
Yep, totally on the lookout for stuff.
On the lookout.
This
Doing
is
a
on
bang
their
up job.
third sketch. It's fine.
This is a healthy
And have
expression.
Absolutely. B6, have you gotten any kind of report from Spider, or is this like an independent
Oh, this is an
relationship?
independent thing.
Excellent. Well, Voshin will kind of lean over conspiratorially between the two of you down below deck and say, "So, what kind of ship is this exactly? I didn't ask permission to be here."
Colin just gets the biggest, like, realizing he's in a fantasy novel that he read when he was real little, grin and goes, "It used to be a pirate ship."
Yeah, I think the people we're
Oh.
sailing with didn't exactly, pay to be on this ship either.
Oh, well, I don't condone piracy. So the people here aren't pirates?
I don't think so. I only really know one of them. And he doesn't seem much the piracy type. And none of the pirates who were on the ship the last time we were here are still here. So I don't think they're pirates. Or they'd have
Right.
kept the crew.
What happened to the crew?
I don't know, and I don't want to ask the scary man with the gun.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm not ruling out that they're pirates. They might just be, a different flavor of pirate.
Spider is
see.
nodding on top of Sheba's head.
I see then. So, well, I just hope my relations are enough to secure any hard feelings there might be against, stowaways.
I mean, you play pretty music, so I feel like you're probably good in most people's books, right? Right? People can't hate that.
Yeah.
Hmm. You'd be surprised, but Uncle Javin didn't seem to be concerned.
Hey, Anna, could you repeat that sentence?
You'd be
You cut out in the middle.
surprised. Absolutely. You'd be surprised, but Uncle Javin didn't seem to be concerned.
Okay. Javin's your uncle?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, he's the one who recommended, the crew of this ship to us. So I'm sure they'll be alright.
Hmm. Well, if he recommended them, he either trusts them or they're afraid of him. It's usually how he works.
Mm-hmm. I think, at least with the one I know, it's a bit of both. He's a little skittish.
Oh, Voak?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see. Well, if all else fails, I'll just play pretty music.
I think that would be great.
I do appear to have interrupted all of you. Were you looking for something?
Nutmeg didn't like it upstairs, so I thought I'd bring him downstairs to see if he was more comfortable here. That's all.
Oh, and does Meg, he guesses at the cat, like it better down here?
Nutmeg has curled up underneath the drift globe and is fast asleep. So, yes.
Wonderful. Well, Glad that's worked out then.
Mhm.
And my dear, dear players, would one of you be able to roll a D100, please?
Oh,
It's not.
sure.
Someone beat me to
There it
it.
is.
Whoop, there it
And
is.
someone pick a number between 1 and 3.
I got 34 on a D100.
I'm gonna say 2.
Yep. 2. Uh-huh. Okay, number 2.
Oh, that is concerning.
And 34. Okay.
It's not ominous at all.
Oh no, why would it be ominous?
Dun, dun, dun.
So, it is it is at this moment that the ceiling of this portion of the deck begins to creak and groan. It begins to collapse, putting half of these boats resting on the top of this grate, and the other part of the grate being disintegrated, and the other half plowing through the second layer of the deck.
That's not good.
Yeah, Shiva jumps, extreme poof tail.
Meow.
Oof.
Did she go full raccoon?
Yeah, full raccoon running to investigate, but not get too close, because what if it happens again? What if the water comes in?
Spider made a 15 deck save to stay on your head.
He's good.
Spider still on head.
Colin puts himself between the loud noise and Voshin and draws his short sword.
You have drawn your sword. Excellent. The dust has settled and nothing else is moving. The boats are very precociously resting, tilting between the top and second deck.
Once I am clear that we are not under attack, I put my sword back away. And we'll investigate to see if I can figure out the cause of what happened and if it can be easily repaired.
Roll investigation.
That's an 18.
It is clear to see that the pirates were not into the care and keeping of their stolen vessel. That part of the grate has rotted away, and the boats are merely falling as a result of that disrepair.
Okay.
What about the next layer of grate?
Check that out.
Was this investigation or perception?
Spider pops
It's a
off
natural
lights
twenty.
with a 6. Never mind.
It's a nat 20, so
I hear a B6.
25 total.
Oh, I
You
by accident. Apologies.
Yes, I hear a B6. You see that there is some water like resting and dripping over here, just as normal wear and tear. It does not appear any mold has sprouted along this grate.
Okay.
Sheba,
Yeah.
are you able to cast the fixing things spell?
Unfortunately, no. It's
Um,
not really my forte.
okay.
Can your sister cast the fixing things spell?
I don't know. I think B6 might know it. Do you want to go get somebody?
I'll go
And-
get somebody.
Okay, I'm going to actually check the deck below to make sure that that's the only thing that's bad.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. And hardcore parkour up the stairs.
Run, 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 run.
A little bit of like
Collins-
hopping banisters.
Colin quickly checks on to make sure Voshin is okay before scurrying downstairs to investigate the lower decks.
Voshin kind of shrugs his shoulders and says, "Well, life at sea should be adventurous now, shouldn't it?"
Uh-huh.
And sir, you make it upstairs. What you up to?
Well, I'm looking first for B6, because Colin said he thought B6 might mend. Assuming I can spot them down at the end and make my way over there, trying
If
not
you-
to...
If you don't know where B6 is, Spider does.
Right. I assume Spider is piloting me like Ratatouille.
I mean...
All
Excellent.
the praise I did not think I would be hearing. Spider is piloting me like Ratatouille. Excellent. Keeping in the theme, guys.
B6 is highly distracted and will need to be spoken to if you wish to have a conversation.
Yeah. B6! B6!
B6 hastily closes their notebook.
Oh, yes, yes.
Alright, you know what? This is not the first weird thing that I've walked into today. Do you mend things?
Have you injured your frail biological form?
Not yet. But some lifeboats have fallen through the deck. The deck is busted, partially. Do you mend things? Like
I can
non-living
attempt
things?
repairs on the ship.
Yeah, you know, that would probably be wise. Here, follow me.
Is
And,
there a large amount of metal nearby?
you know, I really couldn't tell you.
Do they have a forge set up for me to work at?
Possibly down in the lower decks. I haven't been. Colin's looking for things.
Ja'Cory is just leaning over the helm, shaking his head.
You see the problem here?
Yes, quite. I could replace all of these supports with metal struts, but I would need a space to forge them in.
Right. You know, why don't we go look below decks? Maybe there's such a space, and you know, all of the anvils.
Oh, I believe we should just ask the captain.
You can do that, yeah.
B6 would like to walk right up to Ja'Cory.
Well, hi there.
Yes, excuse me, Captain. Do you have forging facilities aboard?
Are you asking me if on a wooden vessel carry a forge?
Yes, that is precisely the question I asked. You are very observant for a biological.
We have a spit that can be used for cooking. Is that something you can heat up for a forge standard?
I may be able to modify it, yes.
Are you gonna burn down my ship?
Oh, most certainly not. There's a very low percentage chance of that happening. Only 20 or 30.
20 or 30 is not exactly a percentage I'm comfortable with, sir.
Would you rather your ship sank?
No, but it's not in danger of sinking at the moment.
Ah, but you see, my friend here is very concerned.
I see
you don't-
that.
You don't think that's a problem, and that is, you know, indicative of other problems?
Might be indicative of other problems, but none that we can solve at the moment by sinking the ship with a fire.
Yeah, but what if one of those other problems sinks the ship?
I told you
Deal
there's a
with it as
very
we
low
go.
chance of a fire.
Well, now, let's see. Ja'Cory is going to take a hard look at B6 and say, "Where do you hail from again?"
Ah, yes. I am from Jovix.
How long have you walked the earth?
You see, that is a matter of some confusion. My memory banks are corrupted, but I assure you that I can fix the ship.
How long do you remember walking the earth?
Only a couple of months.
Excellent. I got a newborn thinking he can fix the ship with fire
No, I
without
assure you I'm quite
sinking
old.
it. Well, Voak. Voak looks up. You trust this fella? Voak looks over at B6, back at Ja'Cory.
Sheba
Back
giving
at
2
B6.
thumbs up.
Voak answers, does not trust Voak. No, but Voak believes in this yes, of course, yes. Voak says yes. Good to trust, yes. Yes, all trust. Ja'Cory leans back on the helm. Do what you will.
Excellent.
Colin would like to check this deck for structural integrity issues and then proceed to the deck below.
B6 is walking confidently and has absolutely no idea where they are going.
Sheba is sticking to
Yeah.
B6 like glue because she will be guiding whatever is happening because no way is Sheba going down on a burning boat.
B6
Excellent.
went down the midship stairs and is coming back up the foreship stairs because B6 has no idea where B6 is going.
Wonderful. Colin, roll investigation.
14.
14. While you do not see anything structurally wrong with the ship, you do know that this deck is much warmer than the other decks due to the kitchen fire. There is a heck of a lot of storage. Not only the actual merchant stuff, but accumulation from the pirates. Who knows what is down here? There is one more deck below you.
Okay. Yeah, let's proceed down to check what is probably the most important of the decks to check for structural integrity issues.
Excellent. And B6 and Sheba, a gray figure approaches you and just tilts her head, says, "What are you doing?"
Looking for large amounts of metal?
Yes, we are going to repair this ship. All I need is access to the forge. The captain assured me there was one downstairs.
He didn't say forge, but sure.
We do not have a forge. We, the closest thing would be the kitchen. 2 decks below. Large amounts of metal. We have the chain that operates the rudder, but do not touch that. No. Besides that, it.
B6 takes a look down the stairs.
These stairs only go down one level. You said it was 2 levels below? How is that even possible?
Oh, the other
other
stairs kept going.
There are two staircases. Do you not see that?
Yep, we went down the other.
B6
You remember?
looks slowly from Sheba to this newcomer.
Right then.
Oh boy.
Yes, just. Hey!
Bye!
And Colin, you're now in the lowest deck. Roll some investigation.
Investigation. It's just getting worse the more panicked I get.
Yes, it's hard to tell if there is any kind of structural things. I mean, how many books about boats have you read? Who knows what to look for or do or whatever, but there's a lot of stuff on here. There
B6
is
does have the operational guide to shipmanship memorized.
wonderful, of course he does.
Well, no, we made this comment in an earlier game. I got a nat 20 on a check.
Oh, yes,
you
I
said I knew
recall.
all about that.
But Colin, you see that there are many boxes or barrels of dynamite, that there's so much ammunition and rope down here, and there's so many cannonballs, but the structural of the ship, who knows?
Is there water down here at all?
No.
Okay.
Not that
No.
you can see.
None that I can see. Good enough. Back up the stairs I rush. And all the way up to the top deck.
That's a lot of stairs. Make an athletics check. B6 and Sheba, what you doing?
B6
Colin, you're
and
fine.
Spider are working on taking this wall down.
That's an 18.
You're fine, Colin. You're not even out of breath. Okay. Are you taking down the supports or
No.
just the filler of
Just
the
the
wall?
panel. Just the panel between the supports.
Okay.
I mean, sheesh, B6 is dumb, but they're not stupid.
So
B6 is
I'm
one
gonna
good stat is intelligence. Come on now.
I'm
Yes,
going
but
to
intelligence and
assume-
wisdom are two different stats.
Yes. I'm going to assume that with your knowledge of the ship, you're not going to purposefully damage the structural integrity.
No, but I need space to forge beams.
Oh my gosh. So you do understand that just the grate itself fell, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good. But yes, make a strength check.
Strength? We're pulling out the nails, but sure. That strength
Oh,
check
pulling
is
out the
exactly
nails, okay.
2.
Okay. Okay, cool.
As it
Then
should be.
pulling out the nails, dexterity.
Dexterity is slightly better. Dexterity is a dirty 20.
Okay. So you're able to finesse your tools around the nails, but pulling them out is significantly harder than you thought it would be.
Okay,
I
well,
have-
Shiva's buff.
I have, like, Smith's tool... What tools do I have? I have Smith's tools, Tinkerer's tools, Jeweler's tools, Painter's tools, and Alchemist's tools. I should have a hammer in there somewhere.
Huh? You can use a hammer. And with your hammer, you can take down the paneling.
Excellent. I set Spider about collecting all those cannonballs I saw earlier.
Can he lift those?
Probably not, but he can probably roll them down the stairs.
Adorable.
Don't roll cannonballs down the stairs. You're gonna break the stairs.
You're gonna break a hole in the ship. Broseph, it looks like you've boarded the ship. Have you boarded the ship?
And Broseph is indeed on the ship.
Excellent. Ja'Cory will turn around and say, well, now, you got tired of surfing the waves?
I thought I might come and see if there was anything that I could do to assist you, Captain Dude.
Well, seems like we've got some trouble down below with a rotten ship. Didn't exactly have a chance to look it over properly. That metal friend of yours is trying to right things, but I'm a bit concerned he might burn my ship in the process.
Ah, I see. Is my mechanical dude attempting to use metal which does not float on a ship made of wood which does float, perchance?
Yes, and he also plans to make a forge on a wooden boat.
Bomb.
But Voax says that he trusts him, and so I said he could do as he pleases.
Rosef would like to make an insight check on the captain, specifically how seaworthy, as a sailor, Broseph is a sailor himself, how seaworthy does said captain appear? You know, usually people of the sea, men of the sea, have a certain look about them. Does Ja'Cory have that look about him?
Excellent. Roll that vibe check, that insight.
Alright, that is a 19. How seaworthy is Ja'Cory himself?
Excellent. Ja'Cory has almost a lifetime of sailing experience as a captain, though it has been almost another lifetime since he has used it. And so he is a bit rusty, but his principles are sound, and he knows to rely on his crew.
Most excellent. Well, then I am sure that absolutely nothing will go wrong. This sounds like a great idea to me.
Well, I'm sure everything will go wrong, but
Broseph
we'll know how to fix
actually
it.
laughs.
That's what life is about. Learning how to fix it or drinking a lot.
And which have you found worked best for you, Captain Dude?
I like whiskey.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Ah, a good whiskey can certainly help.
I think so.
Colin is filling his sister in, but is talking at like 600 miles an hour. So probably not a lot is getting through.
Colin, calm down. What's happened?
Okay. So Votion is here on the boat, which is really neat. But the lifeboats fell through the deck, and we are. I went and did a check of the ship. It looks like most of it's okay, more or less, but it is. I'm just worried that maybe the boat's previous owners didn't take very good care of it, and I think I saw B6 heading towards the kitchen.
Do you want another set of eyes?
Yes, please.
All right. Show me.
And
What's this
Colin-
artwork?
I will explain it when
He's
called
sick.
upon to
What
do
you
so.
doing? What you doing down there?
B6 is building two separate things. Mostly from the stones around the fire pit The first thing is a low trough that is sloped just slightly this direction. The second one is a perfectly level trough, capped at both ends, that is about 10 feet long. The
Oh my
first
gosh.
trough is being filled with all of the coal from the fire, and anything spare and burnable that is laying around.
I mean, okay.
B6 turns to Sheba.
I require a cannon.
For what?
For something that will not melt as we melt down the other metals.
What? I need you to talk me through a plan here. What exactly are you trying to construct? Because, like, the thing that it fell through was made of wood.
Yes. But if we try to reattach the wood to more wood, it'll just crumble again. We need to put metal supports underneath of it to hold the wood up and return the deck to the way it was before.
Okay, and you're gonna use the cannon as, like, a cauldron? Or as, like, a surface to do your forging?
Yeah, more like the cauldron.
Okay. Yeah, alright, you gotta promise me something. When all this is done, you gotta put everything exactly back like you found it, alright? Other
I
than
can
the things that were
remember
melted down.
precisely how the room was arranged, and I will return everything to its exact place.
Ah, bless you and your eidetic memory. Alright, I'll get you a cannon.
How are those cannonballs coming, by the way?
Spider will need to make a dexterity check and a strength saving throw.
Dex check is a 4. Strength saving throw is an 8.
He is neither able to roll them around, nor is he able to fight back when they roll with the waves, and so Spider is now pinned between a cannonball and the side of the boat.
The spider starts making this sound.
Ocean will approach it. Are you all right?
Distress noises intensify.
All right then. And Vosham will lift the creature out of its apparent distress.
It crawls up onto Vochin's head.
Were you trying to get those cannonballs? Oh, those seem much too heavy. All right then. Well, not the strongest, but I do think I can help.
At the mention of the word strongest, Spider hops down and runs up to Broseph.
You
Colin?
remember that he's a Dex paladin, right?
Irrelevant!
That's fine.
Colin has had a memory,
Mhm.
or a think rather. And he would like to go find Voshin.
Okay.
Spider is tugging on Broseph's sandal.
Oh, greetings, my mechanical dude. I'm afraid that I do not understand what you're trying to tell me. Yeah, I rolled real low on that insight check.
Oh
Broseph is about the waves and the waves only today.
Corey leans over. Oh, I think that creature might be trying to tell you something.
Broseph will look at Shikori and not say no shit, but that's his facial expression. Really?
Ja'Cory just smirks at you.
Spider is going to
How
walk down onto the
insightful of
cannonball
you.
stack and jump up and down, waving at Broseph.
How insightful of you, my captain, dude.
I
Broseph will
reckon I'd help if I could.
Broseph will point over to where Spider is. What do you suppose he is doing now?
I don't know, but it might require you to take a closer look.
Broseph just shakes his head at Shikori. He's smiling, but he just shakes his head at Shikori. Oh. Yes,
And-
my mechanical dude?
Spider is going to start trying to roll cannonballs in Broseph's general direction.
Broseph looks around. Is there any impending danger, GM?
Any impending danger?
Yeah, a
roll.
perception roll, maybe?
Yeah, roll some
Okay.
perception on that impending danger.
Broseph is checking for, good rolls today,
The
Broseph.
danger vibes.
That is a 12 total.
You can see no enemies nearby, no things attacking
Except
you.
Voak.
You can clearly see the damage that Ja'Cory was mentioning. But no danger. You do see, however, this person that you have not met picking up cannonballs.
How is that going for them?
They've got two.
Wow. Really?
They're like cannonballs society, not big enough to be bowling balls.
That is still, cannonballs are very, very heavy.
Yeah, they're made of solid metal.
Yeah.
He's got one under each arm.
Broseph will turn back to Spider. I do not think we are in need of these at this moment, my mechanical dude, for we are not under attack.
Spider rolls its eye.
Well, and Voshan will first notice that Colin has run up again. Oh, I'm helping this creature. You know what these are for?
Yes, but first, when the townspeople threw tomatoes and stuff at us, you cleaned me off with magic. Do you know the fixing things spell?
Fixing thing? Ending?
Yes, that's the one.
Yes, of course.
Do you think it would be possible to use that to fix the hole in the boat?
My magic is for very small things. I could try to help.
Okay, the metal one, he is downstairs trying to make braces out of the cannonballs to support the area that got damaged.
Oh, so going to be eating the metal in these then?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You think you could manage one?
I'll try.
He smiles and hands you one of the ones he has tucked under his arm.
It immediately clatters to the floor.
Oh, you didn't roll a 1. I thought you rolled an actual 1. I was like, is there a new hole in the ship?
Oh, there might be.
2 minus 1. 2 minus 1. I got it. It's fine.
Don't worry about that, Colin. Just to the farm labor, you see. And so Voshin picks it up again under his arm and says, "Well, said they were below.
Yes.
Right then. Spider, I'm taking the cannibals down to your friend. Hope they help."
Broseph will call out for help from my roguish dudes to pull the lifeboats out of the hole. I think you said that they were sort of like part of them had crashed, but they were still sort of sticking up through the hole.
Tipping like the Titanic.
Mhm.
To pull the 2 of those out so that they are out of the way, closer to the edges of the ship.
At the call for help, you see other people, presumably in Ja'Cory's crew, arrive.
Yeah, I mean, Broseph will essentially instruct them how exactly this needs to be done. Whatever role you would like him to make for whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, a delayed reaction. I like heard you and then I didn't understand what you said and then I heard what you actually said and yes, that's probably not quite as intense as that moment, but
Colin is also here.
Let's see what checks are being made.
ah yes, my young dude.
All right, so definitely with the help of these 3, and Colin, if you'd like to make another athletics check, you are more than welcome to assist as well.
Sure, let's. Colin is helping.
Oh, you
Okay.
Broseph to
And
roll into, I
Broseph,
guess.
what did you get?
Broseph rolled a natural 20,
Yeah.
so that's a 23. Colin is very good at taking instructions.
A what?
Colin is very good at taking instructions.
Yes, I'm just not very good at the actual application of force.
You're helping maneuver it, somebody's gotta have the the direction going. You're managing. You're in the managerial position at the moment.
It is exceedingly clear that these 3 are used to working together. And so, with your help, Broseph, and Colin's enthusiasm, you all are able to fairly move the boats out of the way and onto the first deck.
Does Sheba have a cannon yet for B6?
Right. Where must Sheba go to obtain a cannon? First things first, Sheba will ask Suri to keep an eye on B6.
That's the plan.
Okay, good.
2 eyes if you can spare them.
When you
To
When you
obtain
come
a
back
cannon
down-
and keep an eye on B6?
I'm keeping an eye on B6 while
Cannon.
Sheba gets a cannon.
Yes.
Okay,
When you
excellent. 'cause
come
the
back down, Sheba,
cannons are on the first 2 decks.
Yay.
when you come back down, Sheba, you might want to stand back a bit, just in case.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. All right, going up. Looking for a cannon.
On a Tuesday. Oh,
Spider is helping.
Spider is also giving enthusiasm to the roll.
Any sign of cannon?
You,
So many cannon.
yeah. All of these are
Anna,
I
your
will
audio
attempt-
is coming in and
that are
out.
able to be used for you.
Yeah, your audio cut in and out, but it
You
seems to.
do have a audio
It's
is
better
cutting
now.
in and out.
Yes.
I'll keep talking and see if it helps.
Mhm.
Much improved. Thank
But
you.
B6, you do. Okay, good. B6, you do see a blue tiefling approach and say, excuse me, a little creature. It seemed like he. You need these. And he offers you 2 cannonballs.
Ah, yes! Brilliant. Please place them there, my aquabiological.
Oh, all right. And he does as he's told. Do you need more?
If I could have 2 more, that would be ideal.
2 more? Sure, I can get that.
As they are set down on the high end, they should roll through all of the fire and thunk against the bottom end.
I would like to dislodge this
Stupid.
cannon from its current position and take it with me.
I would like to dislodge
Excellent.
this cannon.
Strength
Good
check.
praise.
Strength check. Okay. Can I guide myself?
If you cannot, the spider can.
Absolutely.
Apollo, give me strength.
Apollo, give me strength. I need gains.
Wrong god, honey. Wrong god.
I know why.
By the power of this drift globe that is just behind me.
By the power of flirting.
By the power of the sun.
None of these are a D4. Why is this happening to me? Why is it? Where is my D4? There it is. There it is. We're good. We've solved our own problem.
It's the Apollo way.
Oh, this bodes well. That is not a good number, but that's okay. Total of 8.
Excellent.
You are struggling with this cannon, and Voshin comes over and says, would you like me to try to help?
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
All right, then. I think if we try together, I think we can do it.
Yeah, you're probably right. I will guide
And-
Voshin instead. I saw Voshin carry 2 cannonballs.
And as you pull together, you are able to dislodge this cannon. You're not sure what percentage of the work is being divided.
All right. I got no shame. All right. Can you help me carry this back downstairs to our metal friend?
Of course. Yes, lead the way.
I mean, you're close to the stairs, so you might have to back down them, and I'll just tell you when to pivot, okay?
Pivot!
Pivot!
All right. Got it?
Ah, yes, yes, lay that here. Thank you.
They do as instructed. Or Voshin does.
Sheba helps.
So cannon is now laying on top of fire. B6 loads the cannon with as many cannonballs as they can fit in there. And
And
then
we will.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was going to say, and we will find out whether or not this forge is successful when we come back from our break.
Excellent.
B6
B6 is going to be busy on break. Because there's one more piece that has to be built.
Oh, okay. So we will continue the building of the forge when we return from our break. So during our break, we always love to give some shout outs, and we adore our cast, but we also want to hear about our crew. And for this session, we deeply appreciate the help of Dallas for pulling double duty as both a player and tech support tonight. The artwork of Danielle Skaggs, aka Seekski, on DeviantArt for bringing a host of our NPC characters to life, Halo Foster on Etsy for the creation of the Jupiter siblings. We've also included various items from the interwebs. If you like what we like and would like to know where we got it, let us know, and then you'll know what we know, and we'll all be in the know of what we like. We'll be right back to the adventure in just a few minutes around 8:44 Central Time. See you then.
Is anyone else back?
I am. There's just mad purring happening.
That's okay. That can go live on the air. Everyone loves the mad purrs.
I guess this is my life now.
Trying to decide if I should apologize for all of the forging shenanigans.
Hello.
Apologize to who?
I don't know.
The ship? I'm pretty sure you
that's
should
great.
apologize to the ship is who you should apologize if you're going to apologize. Similarly to, earlier when it was like, ask the players a question, get their characters answered. They presented B6 with a problem and got a B6 answer.
He absolutely did. No one's stopping him.
That's what scares me.
Rosef doesn't actually know what you're doing, so I just liked
Probably good.
how they didn't even ask the captain, what do you think we should do? Nah, Jakori's like, your plan sounds totally fine. Meanwhile, I'm like, he does realize that whole thing is a grate. Like, it's a grate on the first level, and then it's a grate on the second level, so please don't tell me you're putting support beams up to the bottom of the ship. Pippin, ow! Ah, cat! Okay, fine. Suddenly, cat decided he wanted to leave. Okay.
I'm gonna stay muted for as long as possible because I'm eating pita chips, and those are not conducive to streaming.
Nom, nom, nom. ASMR for some people,
It's
apparently.
extra crispy ASMR.
The most
Okay,
crispiest.
well, it is 43, which is when I said we would be back in business. Okay.
Oh, is the lemur still on Suri's head?
That is beautiful. Let's see. Suri, did you want to take the lemur with you downstairs?
If lemur was not getting off her head, she would not take the lemur off her head.
Excellent. I apologize. Yes, the lemur would have absolutely stayed on your head.
Excellent.
Lemur is friend.
She might pass the lemur off to Sheba, though, when insisting that Sheba back up
So
a significant distance.
So I assume there's not a shortage of wood and rope on this vessel.
No.
Stop
on a
blowing
boat,
holes
there's
in my ship!
Yes. on a boat, there's plenty of wood and plenty of rope.
Excellent. B6 would like to fashion a crane.
Plenty
A
of
small
air
crane.
and plenty of room. Plenty of
You're-
room to fix a boat. Sorry. Stop.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that is such a deep reference and I love it.
Plenty
I
of
don't
heart
get the reference.
and plenty of
Plenty
hope.
of hope.
Not gonna lie, with this particular boat.
Oh gosh.
You're welcome.
Uh,
Resident Bard at your service.
Exactly how tall are you wanting to make this crane?
Not very. It doesn't need to go. It only really needs to raise a few inches vertically. It is more for swinging the cannon full of molten metal
Oh my gosh.
from the forge to the cast.
Okay. Well, there are plenty of boxes over here that can be deconstructed.
Decommissioned.
I mean, whatever helps you sleep at night, B6.
I am proficient with Tinker's tools, which feels relevant in this particular scenario.
So, are you just gonna pick a box and go for it?
Yes.
Excellent.
I don't know if you're gonna let me roll to build a crane, but if you're gonna let me roll to build a crane, I just got a 19. So
Well, before you build the crane, you're gonna deconstruct a box, right?
probably several boxes.
Oh, several? Roll a d4.
Excellent. That is a 2.
Okay. Suri and Sheba, you are in this room while B6 is starting to deconstruct boxes. What are you all doing?
Watching like a hawk.
Hmm.
Big, same.
Okay. And you rolled a 2, B6?
Yes, I rolled a 2 on the d4.
Okay, roll a d100.
Excellent. $88.
Okay. After the first box, you open, hold on, there's a word that I don't know here.
What?
There's a
I
word
love
I don't
learning
know
new
what it
words.
means.
Share with the class.
I'm excited for whatever this word
Oh,
is.
gosh. Okay, your cavity that is no longer empty, your cavity inside that is usually empty
Mm-hmm.
is no longer empty, and you, it's you instantly feel something in your chest.
Well, pop that open, see what's inside.
You can no longer open your chest cavity. Roll another d100.
Rude. 82.
Roll a. Oh my gosh, I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom save. I can do one of those.
Uh-huh.
I'm
I'm
excited for whatever is happening.
efficient in those. I am not. That is a 8.
DC was 12. Anytime you are near an open flame, you become frightened.
Excellent.
Oh no.
So when you open those two boxes, swirls of color and smoke and explode, and you are hit with those two curses immediately.
Excellent. Yes, Amy, that is my theory too.
There are theories.
So I would make the argument that a forge the way I designed it is not an open flame, but I do not think I will be able to interact with it without freaking out.
I have a.
Yeah.
Back on the main deck. Colin would like to turn to the members of the crew. Thank you. I don't think I've gotten anyone's names except Voax, and I have a question as well.
Let's see. Gray one will tilt her head at you, say, "I have a question. What is it?"
What's directly beneath the kitchen? That door was closed when I looked down there.
first of all, for introductions, that is needed, of course. I am Mademoiselle Francine Charlotte Deolnitz, and this is Nahina. And what is beneath the kitchen, you say?
Mhm.
Well, we have only explored so far, not very thoroughly. But gunpowder, I believe, is what was under there. And storage and
At the mention of gunpowder, literally all color drains from Colin's face.
Oh dear.
is something wrong?
Our metal friend is attempting to forge in the kitchen.
Oh, oui. Well, this should be interesting, no?
I do have to say that at some point, Joseph would turn to Francine and go, Mademoiselle, parlez-vous à quoi?
Well, Francine speaks French. Anna does not.
Okay, I mean, essentially, Broseph would say, would look a little bit surprised and ask if she spoke. And it's up to you if you want to go this route, but the dialect of Primordial that Broseph speaks is Aquan, which Karina's headcanon is French. So I don't know if she actually speaks Primordial, or if that's kind of where the original character got her French from. But that's essentially Karina wants to know if Francine speaks Primordial.
No momento, por favor.
Yeah, it's a very important question.
She does now.
I mean, I feel like she should. TBH, honestly, like if she's speaking, like, you know.
Je ne suis demoiselle ni belle, et je ne pas besoin que me donne la main.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, Broseph will start a conversation with her until Colin says the bit about the gunpowder, in which case he stops and looks at Colin and is like, "Oh, Brogus."
Marina kind of looks over. This is not okay. This is not safe. Voak is nodding vigorously.
Broseph shrugs and says, "But to be fair, Captain Dude told him it was okay. And this is Captain Dude's ship."
I'm going to go check on them.
Nod.
Sure. And while going to... It's coming.
Anna, you cut out. What's up?
How's the forge coming?
And I said, yes, Colin can go check on them. Broseph, do you follow?
No,
Are you
Broseph
flirting with Francine?
No, he's not flirting with her. He's
Okay.
wants to know. I
speaking.
mean, yeah,
Yeah.
having a conversation with her in
Having a
Primordial.
conversation with her.
No, if this was
And
if this was Brigitte, that
we'll
would be
say
different.
things about
This is
French.
Broseph.
Excellent.
Meanwhile, back
Distinctive.
downstairs, is
Meanwhile, back
visibly
downstairs.
freaking out.
To my understanding, B6 is not actively freaking out yet because the flame is smoldering, not open. Fire is smoldering, not open flame. But
Okay.
I do not think B6 can interact with the forge at present without freaking out.
Has B6 tried to interact with the forge?
No. B6 is
Okay.
building a crane.
Gotcha. Alright, then nothing from Sheba yet.
Okay, so you're still gonna build the crane.
That is the plan.
Excellent. Then roll the tools that you would need to use.
Oh, do you want me to re-roll it? I got a 19 when I rolled it last time.
Oh, yes. I remember before it was like, oh, no, you got to open the boxes first. Yes, 19 is good. You are successful with the crane. You need to move it a few inches.
Potion.
Yes?
That's Sheba that you've stopped next to, but like that's totally fair.
I'm calling across the room, Devotion.
Oh, okay. You sounded like you were whispering. Maybe I just need to turn you up.
It's a combination of that and my cough.
BB.
Yeah. I can't really do Colin's voice with any sort of volume to begin with. Could you come downstairs and help me with something?
Of course. Metal friend, do call if you need anything.
Of course, I will.
Colin would like to open the door to this storage room beneath the kitchen.
You see barrels marked with red for gunpowder, and there's a lot of it.
I think it might be a good idea for us to just get this out from underneath where B6 is working.
Oh, dear. Of course. We can certainly do that.
I know I'm not very strong, but I should be able to roll these, right?
If you do it carefully, I think that would be all right.
All right.
And so then, yes, make a similar to what Spider did earlier, a dexterity check and a strength saving throw.
Okay, one dexterity check. And one strength saving throw. It's a 19 on the dex check and an 8 on the strength save.
Excellent. You are able to maneuver this gunpowder barrel, but you are constantly getting your hand stuck underneath it as you roll it.
Okay. Ow, 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 ow.
And Votion will be carrying the barrels. Are you all just getting them away on the same deck, or did you have another plan?
My plan was just get them over with the other big things of gunpowder, but away from where they might get ignited by anything that was to say, go through the floor.
And yes, you all are working on that. And back up at the forge, I do see a crane. We have a crane now.
Correct. B6 is then coming up to Sheba.
Excuse me.
Yeah, my fine fellow.
I have seen you before manipulate heat in great amount.
Uh-huh.
Indicates cannon full of cannonballs.
Do you think you could speed up this process for us?
I mean, yeah, I can probably pull something together. You seemed very confident that you could just manage this whole thing up until right now? Are you good?
I do not feel qualified to answer that question at present.
Uh-huh. Insight check.
I don't
check
even
on
know what
B6.
B6 knows.
Oh, that is a 24.
A 24, you can tell that there is some magical residue on B6 that is causing him to just fear fire.
Okay,
Specifically, open flame.
great. I am gonna reach up and put a fuzzy little hand on his shoulder, and then unless B6 resists, I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions on him. I mean, you do have to make a charisma save, but I guess you could just choose to fail.
I straight up autofill that. I don't know what it's gonna do. That's DM's call. But
Yeah.
You can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened. This is going to last up to a minute. When the spell ends, any suppressed effect resumes, provided that its duration has not expired in the meantime.
And how often can you cast that?
I have 2 more second level spell slots.
Suri also has that prepared and has all of her spell slots, so if necessary, she could pick up that as well.
Wonderful.
Well, calm. Can B6 roll an Arcana on themselves to figure out what that first curse was? And why they can't open their chest compartment?
Sure, it's going to be a high DC.
I got a dirty 20. I don't know if that helps.
Excellent. Yeah, it absolutely does. So you can feel this mystical, incredible sense that there is life within you. And in just 2 days, you will meet your child.
Sorry.
It would appear I am, as you biologicals say, impregnated.
Buy a box. Excellent.
With what?
Apparently, I will produce an offspring. I had always imagined building one previously. This is a development.
Sheba just immediately, like without hesitation, puts her hand on B6's chest and feels for anything like kick? A vibe?
I would like to vibe check.
I would like to vibe check the robot baby.
Yes, please roll a vibe check.
15.
Okay, excellent. So with this vibe check, you can sense that that this is a magical creature in essence. That it is biological, not mechanical, and that
Rude.
that you do hear some scraping as if there are claws. And yeah, that's about what you can tell.
B6, it's alive.
Well, surprising, that does not deter my responsibilities once I give birth.
I mean, I didn't think it would, but like, I don't think it's like you. I think it's like a creature, a clawed creature.
Claws are very useful tools in a variety of situations. I shall endeavor to teach them how to employ them with excellent proficiency.
Hey, you're telling me. Little hand flex. Anyway, don't you have balls to melt?
I was just in the process of asking you if you could expedite that process.
Oh yeah, why don't you have calm emotions? Take the edge off there. Like a robot shot of whiskey.
B6 is nudging you to cast a fire spell on the whole process.
Yeah, alright, I'll go cast burning hands on a freaking cannon. I don't have heat metal prepared.
I think
But
I have
yes.
access to heat metal, but part of the gimmick of this character is they only know 3 spells.
Right. But yes, Shuba will burning hands your forge as carefully as possible.
B6 is staying well away from that nonsense. Uncharacteristically so.
Burning hands isn't an open flame.
Right. B6 has been calmed.
Excellent. You can operate as normally.
So, DM, how long does it take for the cannonballs to melt?
Roll a d4 for me, please.
2.
Takes 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Dang, that's fast forging.
It's really hot.
Whew.
I know as much about forging as I do about ferrying.
So yes, B6 would like to manipulate the crane to move the cannon, tipped. The reason the entire forge is tipped towards the back of the ship is to keep the molten metal inside, and by the way the crane is fastened on there keeps that tip until it is shifted across. We have already established that B6's hands are almost entirely impervious to flame, and so they are able to bare hand up in the cannon into the little cast they made to cast a couple of iron beams. There are in the cast already holes set up that will be cast for hypothetical nails or screws.
Excellent. I'm so pleased that you have thought this out.
So is B6.
So yes, we should have a handful of 10-foot supports once they cool.
Mm-hmm.
And with those, assuming nobody stops them, B6 is going to take the nails from when this wall was dismantled and set about trying to support the perimeters of all of the grates. So, putting supports, Badoom, 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 Badoom. To not only...
Is that kind of your tagline? If no one stops him.
Yes.
That is his catchphrase. Nobody stop me!
The purpose of this is to prevent the ship from cracking further out, and to give something solid to attach replacement grates to if replacement grates are a thing that people want to put in. And even the ones that have not broken will be reinforced if no one is stopping them.
Would anyone like to stop him?
Suri is keeping an eye on this fire situation.
Seems like a good idea.
The fire should be smoldering out. It will take a while, but it should be smoldering out.
Should be and is are two entirely different concepts.
Suri's been around B6 before.
Fire is luckily Sheba's sort of wheelhouse, so she's got this on lock.
Sir, if you would like to check out that fire, you may, of course, roll an investigation.
That is a dirty 20.
Excellent. Fire appears to not have any potential damage. It has not gotten hot enough to, or rather, it's gotten hot enough, but it's well contained. And you sense that decking itself around this particular area has some magical properties to it that may be helping in this crazy experiment.
Okay. Still keeping an eye on it, though.
Mhm.
You babysit fire until fire goes out.
I applaud you.
Having finished their work, B6 is sitting with Sheba contemplating parenthood.
That could take years.
Yup.
What do you think it's gonna be? Where do you feel like you're carrying it?
Sheba, are you a childbirth expert? Please tell me Apollo is the god of childbirth.
Hide
You a
in the
doula?
chest.
A balonic midwife.
I sense that, well, it is alive and warm. There is a certain coldness to it, but that could be my own lack of internal organs.
It also could be that, the outside of you was just very warm in a forge that you made in a ship kitchen.
I do think that went rather well. Thank you for the compliment.
Gentle golf clap.
Does golf even exist in this version of it?
Who knows?
Have they invented it? They have now. We have a clap for
You said you figured you'd make yourself a child, so you've considered fatherhood before.
I have. It occurs to me that someone had to have made me, and so I figured that if I were to pass on my knowledge when this body rusts, I would need to construct a replacement.
Do you consider Spider to be a child? This has never occurred to me before today.
No. Spider is merely an extension of my own abilities. Not even per se a pet, more like an additional appendage.
Okay, can you feel what Spider feels? Because they were on my head earlier,
No,
piloting
no,
me like
the
a
sensory, the
Jaeger.
sensory perception is not communicated.
Okay.
I could feel the top of your head.
May or may not be giving scritches.
Oh, Sheba will accept scritches.
The
Are
top
you
of your
all
head seems
contemplating-
suitable for one of your kind.
Thank you. That feels very sincere coming from you.
While you all are talking about parenthood, I do want to check on the top of the deck. Broseph, how you doing?
I mean, It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I appreciate the assistance you provide. You're quite strong. And then would have, before Foak walked off. Also, Foak, my dude, and Narina, my dude, thank you for the assistance with the longboats.
Voak will bow. Of course, of course. Voak is here for help, yes. We'll help you.
You did indeed help. It was greatly appreciated.
Wags his tail.
Best
know what-
Dragonborn.
I don't know what's with my characters and liking Best Dragonborn hashtag. But apparently.
Voak will frill his mohawk and say, "Do you require anything else? Yes, this is new ship, new crew. Do you need anything? Yes."
Broseph considers the question. I do not think so, my dude, but thank you for the offer.
Of course. We'll confer with the captain now, yes?
That sounds like a good idea.
Voak will chit chat with Ja'Cory. And Narina will also give a head tilt and say, "Yeah, we do what we can, and look like y'all were struggling a little bit."
Some perhaps more than others.
The kid might have a rough time out here. He seemed to not take to the sea easily. He'll be okay.
Broseph is nodding. I do believe the excitement has perhaps made him forget
Get?
his discomfort on the ship.
Oh. Oh, you might be right about that.
Broseph is not. You can't see me. Broseph nods. Hashtag on life.
One day we will all play in person again.
Oh my gosh, the beauty! And Francine will nod as well and say, "Oui, oui, of course. It is a pleasure to help anyone on board, especially all these new people and new faces. And I did not see you when the others arrived."
Ha! No, I was given permission to return, that I might help you have safe travel to your destination.
Oh, well, that is also kind of you. Do you know the ocean well?
I do indeed. I am a palabre of Braesidon, king of the Brocian.
That is an impressive title.
He is an impressive god.
Oh, well, I shall like to learn more both about him and you on our journey.
Broseph gestures to the open sea that they are still on with presumably no land in sight. I am certain that there will be ample opportunity for that, my dude.
Of course. She leans on Arena. Back down to the hold. By this time, Colin, you and Voshin have safely carried the gunpowder away from underneath the newly constructed forge.
Okay, that seems safe.
Yes, that was quite wise of you, Colin.
I just didn't want to explode.
I would hope not.
And
Make for a
Colin
very
like
poor poem.
Yeah, it would.
and Colin slumps against a wall and is just done.
Oh, are you all right?
I just need a few minutes.
Okay then. And Voshin will come sit beside you.
Colin will attempt to hold Voshin's hand.
He will not resist the holding of the hand.
And then he will lean on Voshin.
Voshin will clear his throat and just be still.
And Colin is asleep.
Voshin will look around the room and say, well, didn't imagine being stuck in the gunpowder room, but all right then. And he will stay as long as Colin is asleep. Back to the forge. Back to parenting class. Suri, what are you doing in all this nonsense and the fire being under observation?
Just making sure the fire doesn't get, spread. Oh, I've entrusted the lemur to Sheba just in case.
It's probably for the
Okay.
best.
It is definitely for
lemur
the
is on
best if
top
the
of-
fire spreads.
It's on Sheba's head.
Yes, lemur is on top of Sheba's head.
Is the lemur on one ear and spiders on the other? Inquiring minds want to know.
Lemur, spider on lemur. It's a totem
There's a
pole.
hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a Sheba in the hole in the bottom of the sea.
And the bog down in the valley-o?
And the green
the
grass
blue-
grew all around, all around.
Excellent.
But the cheese stood alone, guys. I just needed everyone to know that the
Hi-ho, the
cheese
Dario.
stands alone. Sorry, the bard will stop.
Excellent. At this time, Corey comes downstairs. He leans against the wall and looks down at B6. Well,
B6
now.
is still contemplating parenthood, so
Corey doesn't know that.
I'm just
This is
warning you.
true.
So, how's your little experiment gone?
I would say that it has so far been a success. The grates are reinforced. You may replace the lattice work atop them at your convenience, but it will not further harm the structural integrity of the ship.
Corey's gonna walk around here, examine it.
That one is a bit wavy. My hand wavered as I was drawing it on.
Hmm.
I mean, it's the brig. Nobody's gonna care, man.
The aesthetics might not be on point. Structure does appear sound, which is what I care about. Good work.
It pleases me to be of service.
Hmm. Well, the stragglers Voak picked up might not be so bad after all. And he will go back upstairs. Question is, who's going to roll the next D100?
Yeah, all right. Give me a minute. Get out my percentile dice. That's a D8. That ain't right.
I mean, yeah, no.
No. 17.
Hmm. And may I have somebody roll a D4?
I went for a D6. Hold, please. Hiya! It's a 2.
2. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Teamwork. Cha.
Teamwork. Teamwork.
Everybody, everywhere. Wait.
What? Not quite. I like it. Still the same. Okay. Mouse has stopped working.
Oh, good.
Okay, that's exciting. So, I'm just going to tell the things. Okay. Checking back on the hold. Con, you still asleep?
Yes.
It sounds like it.
Excellent.
Two
Sounds like
thumbs
Colin is
way,
asleep.
way up.
Excellent. And Brosif, what you doing up on the deck?
I mean, talking with Marina and Francine.
Wonderful. Any specific points you would like to make, or is it just a friendly conversation at this point?
Yeah, I mean, just asking them how long they'd been with the ship, that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. Francine will answer. Oh, the ship in particular?
Oh,
About 4 hours.
so like twice as long as me. Nice.
Ah. Seems good so far, except for those boats collapsing. Hopefully it is in better shape all around, no?
Not so certain about that, but sounded to me like you didn't have much of a choice at the time.
Well, no, you see, we needed some kind of transportation, what with the captain's ship burning down, so we improvised, yes?
Broseph looks a little bit confused around at the ship. I mean, I suppose for an improvisation, you could have done worse. Not like bro nodding.
Yes,
But
well.
I suppose my question actually was, have you ever sailed?
Oh, sailing? We. Um, the sailing life is not something that I take up, often, but, since joining, with Nahina and Voak and Jakori, after we took care of a few things, well, Jakori is the captain, so we sail with him.
Well, that sounds most excellent. I'm glad that you found a captain that you can find. Good captains are hard to find.
He is the best, no?
I do not know enough about him to be able to assert that. but I could imagine that he could be the best that you might have known.
Well, that is a very strange compliment or a very gracious insult. I'm not sure which one, but I like it anyway.
I suppose that's entirely up to you to decide then.
Hmm. Very well, very well. And your people here, Varag did not have many words. What is it that you needed to get away from so quickly?
I haven't the faintest idea. I went surfing the is this like second day, Anna? Like did I can't remember how long did it take their shenanigans? Was that an entire day?
Yeah, there was an overnight thing that Broseph had missed.
Okay,
He was
so
out surfing for
roughly
a
a day.
while.
Okay, that's totally fine. No,
Yeah,
no,
roughly
he
a
has
day.
an answer. I was just gonna roughly, insert however long that was here when he goes. I went out surfing 2 mornings ago and was called to the archipelago and returned to see my companions upon this ship.
Oh, that must have been confusing for you.
I mean, sailing isn't ever really confusing for me, but I have to admit I am uncertain as to the reason why they left.
Oh, well, is that something that you need to go and discuss with your comrades, or are you concerned?
Broseph shakes his head. Not particularly. My job is to make sure they arrive safely at wherever they are going.
I admire your calmness of spirit. I do not think that is a thing I would be comfortable with.
Broseph looks thoughtful. If it was something that I particularly needed to know, I feel as if at some point in the future they would let me know.
Very well. Trust your friends.
I Otherwise, I consider it shrug. None of my business.
So, back on the third deck, we have the parenting conference.
Parent teacher conference? Wait.
Yes, Sheba will be my child's primary instructor.
Oh, see, I thought it was the lemur was the teacher, but that's fine.
The lemur is Yoda, Sheba's Obi-Wan.
I figured Sheba and B6 were the parents, and the lemur was but like, whatever.
I maintain that Sheba's Obi-Wan still works with that.
Oh.
Anakin, is that you?
Oh my gosh. Well, so we have that. We have Suri. What are y'all doing down here?
Contemplating quietly the repercussions of unwanted parenthood.
Unexpected? Come on, B6. You couldn't know that you didn't want it.
That's true. No, B6 had a plan, and that is not the plan that they are on now, and they're just adjusting to the new plan.
The servos are whirring. Acclimating new servos.
Sheba, go ahead and make a perception check.
Nat 1.
Oof.
Lovely. There's a poster over here.
And I've forgotten how to read.
Words are hard,
Yeah.
okay?
And whenever you look at it, get the feeling that this office is like a private area, and you really shouldn't look into it.
Do I feel like it's okay for me to still be sitting here?
Sure, just don't look in the office.
Okay. She won't look in the office then. Can she look at B6, who is in the direction of the office? Trying to figure out, like, how shady does Sheba have to be about this?
Yeah, she can. You can absolutely look at B6. Just whenever you look towards the office, it's like, oh no, shouldn't do that. Nope, nope, that's clearly private.
Yeah, I feel like this has the vibe of, like, if B6 is looking at Sheba, it seems like anytime Sheba gets too close to looking at the office, it's like she sees a laser pointer in the other direction and has to go look at that immediately. It's very twitchy.
Oh yeah, it's definitely what's going on.
Does B6 notice?
This is a cat in front of you. I think twitchy behavior is not unusual, but you can certainly roll insight or ask to see if something is up.
Insight first, because glutton for punishment.
Mm-hmm.
The insight came up a 5.
She's a twitchy cat. She seems super twitchy.
Excuse me, is everything quite alright?
Yeah, I get the feeling that we're sitting in front of a very secret room and that we probably shouldn't look in there, You ever get that feeling? The vibe?
B6 promptly turns around and tries to look into the room because that seems very illogical.
Roll perception.
Sure, something I'm also not good at. But that is a nat 20, if that helps.
Yeah!
Excellent.
Logic will always overcome.
This office looks like it hasn't been used in a while. What?
You're cutting in and
Audio
out, Anna.
The audio cut out a bit, B6. Oh, I'm cutting in and out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will keep talking and see if it improves.
All we got was this office.
Do you hear me better now? Okay. Let me see if I can switch the audio to my phone. See
It's
if that
good now.
improves. It's good now?
Yes.
Okay. So this office looks like it has not been used in a while. Clearly, the pirates were not using this as an administrative office. So it has not been touched in years. You see a name outside the office that is clearly not associated with any kind of pirate. And there's a good layer of dust around. You see books and notebooks, some old potions, and several posters along the walls, several wanted posters.
Anybody we know?
Yes.
Whom?
You see a sketch or Marina Francine and Jacori. They're very old.
As in the sketches are old, or the people in the sketches are old?
Ooh, good clarification. The sketches are very old.
Wave of mechanical hand.
They're on
It
3 separate posters.
would appear that our friends are not, as you might say, synchronous with the laws.
Who would say that? What does that mean?
B6 gives you a very confused look.
Synchronous with the laws of what?
Do the wanted posters say where they're wanted?
The wanted posters say they're wanted in Lupkit, which is where you are near where you are currently sailing to.
Synchronous with the laws of Lepkit, it would appear.
Aren't we going to Lepkit?
I understood we were headed to Jobix, though Lepkit is nearby.
I mean, we knew they were criminals. Like, this is very much a ship that we've already been on under a very different context, but
B6 looks very surprised.
Criminals? When did we know that?
the ship is stolen, B6.
B6 has to sit down and process this information. It's a lot.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day!
I was like, B6, honey, we're on a stolen ship. That was explicit at the beginning.
To be fair, I don't think B6 was present for any of the conversations in which that was, like, you know, explicitly stated.
Alright, fair, okay.
B6
okay.
was distracted! Rosa has
B6 has been going through it.
Robots do
are
not
you all
cry
right?
because they do not have tear glands, but that is what is going on right now.
There. I don't approve of these crimes either, but sometimes, you know, you gotta get out of Dodge whatever way you can.
If B6 is crying, does that mean there's oil leaking from his eyes?
I said, B6 is not crying because robots do not have tear glands, but that is the emotion that is going on right now.
There's no crying in robotics.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Just reassuring pats on the shoulder. It's
B6
okay, you know.
B6 is clutching their chests as if they're very worried about the little life inside of them.
It's alright, you know. I was raised by criminals too. I turned out okay. Granted, I was separated from them at a very young age. But, like, you know, as long as we can, you know, get the little one, whatever it is, away from the crime, they should turn out perfectly okay. You know, just like me. Right?
B6 looks you dead in the eye very suddenly, very seriously.
I am confident that I cannot raise this alone. Will you help me?
Yeah, of course I'll help you. I mean, I don't know what it is in there, but neither do you. So we're going to be figuring this out
It
together,
is my
okay?
child, and I will raise it well, but I need help.
I am here for you, my good metal man.
Excellent.
B6 stands up with a start. Doesn't know where they're going, but they're going there with purpose.
Oh, yep, all right. I'm afraid of whatever that means. I'm going with.
B6, what are you up to?
B6 is gathering all this straw around into what they think is a bed. They've never slept in one.
The nesting instinct is strong. those hormones hit hard, B6, didn't it?
Give me a visual for this. Like, what it?
It is
I'm
a
just
bed
picturing-
made by somebody who understands the concept of a bed but has never slept in one.
It's, like
It's a
he's
nest.
read
It's a
how
nest.
to a bed, but, reading something and putting something in practice, B6, are two different things.
You know what? Sheba can and will sleep on top of anything, so this seems fine to her.
Seems fine. This is normal.
Can she curl up
She
into a
looks at it
ball
and
in
is like,
it?
you know what? That's about right.
If she can curl up into a ball in it, it's perfect.
Pleased with their work, B6 sits cross-legged in the mess of straw.
It's not an egg, B6.
Are you going into egg labor? What's happening here?
I am unsure. But I assure you that together we will raise this child well.
You're probably right. I'm gonna ask you a weird question because I know you don't really eat. Are you having any cravings?
Let me roll a dice and get back to you on that.
A craving for
Roll for
vengeance.
cravings.
I feel a need to ingest fluids.
Like oil or water? What?
Water would be preferred.
Okay, yeah, I got a little flask of water for you. Don't drink all of it. I need some for later. But there you go.
B6 does not drink it. B6 tilts their head to the side and pours it in the gap where their neck meets their shoulder.
Where is that going?
Presumably into their chest cavity.
Does the baby need a bath?
You feel some squirming in your chest and a little voice that, if you were to tie an emotion to it, sounds happy.
B6 hands the water flask back to Sheba.
Did Sheba hear the little voice, or is that just for B6?
Oh yeah, it was an audible voice.
It likes water. That makes one of us.
That narrows it down.
I read about the process of biological impregnation once, and it is my understanding that the young have to sit in fluids. I do not have fluids, and so I had to borrow some.
You know, that does make a lot of biological sense. You got me there.
Sheba, what languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, Sylvan, and Undercommon.
Okay, and B6, what languages did you speak?
I speak all languages except Celestial, Infernal, and Sylvan.
Okay. And you understood when this baby said, "Thank you," or rather, "Merci."
Oh boy.
Ooh.
That's Aquan, isn't it?
Yeah, I know that's a primordial baby.
Way.
Me?
And at that point, we will pause our excellent shenanigans for this evening.
Our shenanigans.
Well, a lot's happened. You guys repaired a boat, and one of y'all got pregnant.
V6 is
I
having
mean,
a time. Oh my word.
My notes from this are going to be absolutely incomprehensible next time.
But he fixed the ship.
I do have a note that says that.
Yeah.
I thought my solution for fixing the ship was very clever and in character. Thank you very much.
Oh, I agree.
I
Much
don't think
engineering.
anybody said to the contrary at all.
No one stopped you.
That
This is
is
true.
a sad fact.
Shiva
Not
doesn't
even-
know anything about boats. She's like, this is fine.
It was
Not even the
never-
captain. So
It
like,
was never really about it not being a good idea. It's just there were a lot of potential failure points that needed to be accounted for.
I am gonna forget that B6 is scared of fire because I don't have notes.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure
you
we'll all
recall-
remind you.
Excellent.
Is B6 always going to be
So-
afraid of fire?
Until
Open
someone
flame-
casts
until he
remove
gets, like,
curse
a-
on him.
Greater
Oh, no.
restoration or whatever.
It'd be
Oh,
a bad
boy.
time the next time they're in battle and Shiva's just like, scorching ray for you, scorching ray for you.
I mean,
B6 has one
sacred
attack
flame.
power. And it's fire.
Yep. So have fun with that.
Yeah, fire
That's
bolt.
a nice cantrip you got there.
Be a shame if
Shame if something
anything
were to happen
happened
to
to
it.
it.
No. Well, I will go ahead and read us out then. Let's see. And that, my friends, is all for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope to see you back next week, same time, for the Blind Date one-shot. What character are they bringing to the table? Only Dallas knows. Check out the event page on Facebook. Once the video of this week is uploaded on YouTube, you can find links to give us a tip and connect with us more in the description. Have a good night, everyone. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and stay safe out there.
Good boy.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.